this shit is a lot.
Uh,
And I think we've all,
couple-
I'm sure we've
100%.
all been there where you're just
100%.
like, there has to be more to life than this. There
Mhm.
has to be more out
Yeah.
there.
I'm not a big quote guy. Like I don't really.
I'm a big quote guy.
Yeah. But there's this one quote that stuck with me for years. I think it was my high school quotes. It's I think it was on Morris's wall, and it was like a picture of some dude running. I don't remember who it was. I'm sorry, but it's like to like sacrifice anything less than your like full potential or your best is sacrifice your gift. I'm like, that's so true. Like if you're not doing everything you can and like striving for greatness, like then what's the point? Like
Why do it?
why? Yeah. And that stuck with me for a long time. And it took me a while to kind of realize what that's truly meant. Like I said, this last year and a half, I feel like I've really like started to become the person that I'm happy with. And it feels good. Like I'm in a lot better mental state. Like I'm not always drained. I'm not always tired, and like I'm always wanting to go do stuff.
You seem like you're like I didn't see you before
Right.
during that state, but you seem like you've got a good head on
Yeah.
your shoulders. Like you're.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to bash like previous girlfriends by any means. I'm really
It's
not.
too late for that.
But like looking back, like I was kind of a douche. Like
Well, here's the thing: you could have a great girlfriend, and you two could be
Right.
your combination could be toxic. You
Oh,
could
yeah.
both be amazing people. You could both, outside of yourselves, be amazing.
Yeah.
And when you put your two pieces together, it's just not. It's just not
Yeah,
a good
it's
match.
not
and
a
you're both
match.
just fucking.
Yeah. And it took me a long time to realize that. Like I remember this one specific day, me and Sabrina were going to Target for something. And I was talking to her. I was like, I don't know what's going on with me. I'm so like depressed all the time and blah blah. All I'm thinking about is what I can change to try to like what I can change in myself to try to make that relationship work. And she's like, you need to realize like you guys as a whole is not it. I'm not saying, and she's like, it's not 100% your fault. It's not 100% her fault. But at the same time, you need to realize what you did and just move on. And that probably was a soul turning point for me. It was like, you're fucking right. Like I need to just start bettering myself and not trying to make other people happy. And that's a big thing.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And you can get relationships are incredibly beautiful and incredibly dangerous because you can get with the wrong person and your life is just shit because you go home to see that person and it's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're at work, you're thinking about the fight you two had or
Yeah.
the shit that you two had or the drama about this. And it's just like fucking da 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 in the back of your head 24/7. And that's your life. And if you get her pregnant or if shit hits the fan and you guys
That's
get
scary.
married, like
then you're stuck together.
that's your fucking life.
Yeah.
That's unless you want to get a divorce or just raise the child. Like there are different
Yeah,
avenues you
there's
could take to
definitely
diminish that. But if you
yeah.
get sucked into a bad relationship, there are few things that weigh on you as heavily as
Yeah.
having a partner that you just do not click with. And people fall like you. Oh, I love this person, and then
Like,
the
do
honeymoon
you?
phase ends, and you're kind of like, this shit is a lot.
Uh,
And I think
couple-
I'm sure
Oh,
I'm sure we've
100%.
all been there where you're just
100%.
like, there has to be more to life than this. There
Mhm.
has to be more out
Yeah.
there.
Like definitely like not the same, but I feel like we were kind of in a similar boat with our past relationships where both were not happy,
Oh yeah. Oh
like
yeah.
remotely,
Definitely.
and it was always like I wouldn't say fight or argument, but it was always words exchanged if you wanted to go hang out with friends and stuff. It's like, well, why don't you ever want to do something with me or why do you ever bring around me? And it's just like, well, they don't like you, so where's that? And it took me a long time to realize that like if your friend, like every friend around you, I wouldn't say hate, 'cause that's a strong word, doesn't pertain like
Strongly dislikes.
yeah, like
Yeah,
like
dislike
you
for
when you're
sure.
with a person, you need to take a step back and look at that as a whole. Like, am I in a good situation? Am I truly happy? Like, it's not a good feeling to have a girlfriend and all your friends hate her. It's
It
tough.
sucks.
It's
because then you can't bring her
It's
around.
bad.
You want to hang out with your friends, but she's like, "Oh, can I come?" And then you're like, "Well, fuck, now we just
Yeah.
got to stay home
multiple
because
times.
I can't bring you."
Yep, multiple times. We've been in
Yep.
that boat, man.
And it creates that wedge. And then
Yep.
slow, if it's really toxic, she starts having you subliminally cut off a lot of your friends.
we
and
both
then,
did that, yeah.
and then at the end of it, it's just you two,
Mhm.
and there's no one else to turn to, and you're at the bottom of this fucking black hole, and you're like, this can't be my life.
Yeah.
This can't be my life.
We were both in that boat where like
Mhm.
we didn't hang out with friends for like months at a time.
Mhm.
And if we did, it was just like dinner. And then, I got to go home. So and so wants me back. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was tough. And that's another thing. Like, I'm not trying to sound all corny, but I'm truly blessed to find somebody that, like, my friends really like. They like to see that I'm happy with.
He's really trying to make up for the fact that he said he
Oh,
likes you more than his
fuck.
girlfriend.